Hey YouTube, I'm Sergeant Indy and this is Master of Orion. Now I've got a bunch of fond memories of the original Master of Orion. There's like a big long stretch of summers that were just like Master of Orion, Fallout 1 and 2, and XCOM and XCOM Terror from the Deep. And so the fact that all these games are being remade right now is pretty exciting for me. It is in early access, but it's being put out by Wargaming, the guys that do World of Tanks, World of Warplanes, and like World of everything else except Warcraft, really. So, even though it's in early access, I'm pretty confident it's not going to wind up in an early access trap and never be released. It probably will be done, but the game is still early. It's only got 6 races available, and it's still a little rough, but I've got some pretty high hopes for it, and so I figured I'd do a video series and we'll see what it all looks like together. I've already done one playthrough with the Bulrathi, and I messed around a little bit with the second playthrough before I started recording just to see how things would kind of go. We're going to start a new game, and we're going to do it with the Sakkra Brood.
Primal in their ways, the cold-blooded Sakkra from the planet Sla seem uncouth and unenlightened to many of the other races. However, their hulking forms and rustic rituals belie an enduring memory that has helped them reach the stars. They are lorded over by the hierarch, a long-lived progenitor, and in a very literal sense, the father to much of the brood. His main concern is for his offspring, whether acquiring colonies for them to reproduce or securing the resources necessary for their survival. It follows that the hierarch adopts a familiar and fatherly tone towards those he regards as allies. To the Sakkra, everyone is either part of the family or a hated enemy.
Okay, so the Sakkra, they start out on like a tropical planet, and that's where they want to be. And they have lower food consumption, but what this translates to is a higher reproduction rate. So they grow like crazy. The populations just really grow if you let them. And they start with biological tech, which lets them grow more food stores. So in order for me to leverage the Sakkra properly for a victory, I need to really sort of expand and like I don't want to have like a planet like cap out on population when I could be like producing colony ships and sending the population out elsewhere to continue growing. Like the Cylons, they get a research bonus. I can out-research them if I grow fast enough, and so it's really important that I grow. I'm probably going to win anyway, since there's only one AI setting right now, and it's honestly not all that great. I mean, if this is your first time playing Master of Orion, it might challenge you or give you a run for your money, but I mean, if somebody's been playing for a long time throughout the various games like me, it's really not that big of a deal. Now, the Sakkra are also kind of a challenge for me, because my micromanagement skills are okay. They're not super great. So I really want to try to push myself to take advantage of their fast growth. And I think that'll be fun for me to try to do. There are only 6 races so far, as I mentioned earlier. The humans, the Bulrathi, are big bear people. They're supposed to get a bonus on, like, ground combat. I don't think that's implemented. My first playthrough was with them, and it didn't seem very powerful. The Alkari are bird people. They're very good pilots, so they're able to dodge well. And I think their planet starts with artifacts on it. The Bulrathi, their planet starts gigantic, and they're also kind of pretty much immune to gravity effects, so that's really handy for them too. The Marchand are cat people, and I forget what makes them special, other than the fact that they're cat people. Cylons get a research bonus, and the humans they're just really good with diplomacy. We're going to go with the Circle Galaxy type because I've done Spiral on my last couple and I want to see what this is like. I'm going to go with Medium. I don't know what Galaxy Age affects here, and the other ones it would affect like how many minerals are available, etc. Average is a good spread for me. Random Seed. Now, advanced settings, we want random events, pirates, monsters. We're going to allow racial traits. It's cool that they have this, though. So, like, if you and your friends just wanted to see who was best at Masters of Orion and just play together, you could turn off the racial traits and play on, like, even ground. Balanced starting conditions. There are 3 victory types in the game currently. There's Conquering, where you just wipe out the other races. There's Diplomatic, where you are elected to be the head of the Galactic Council, and you do that through votes, which are based on population. So like the humans are really good at diplomacy, you can actually out-diplomacy them if you just have more than like 60% of the galactic population is Sakkra. It's pretty easy to do, and you can just vote for yourself and win. Excellence is a score system, and at the end of the 500th round, the game ends, and whoever has the highest score wins. I'm going to keep excellence on. You could just turn it off if you wanted to play forever until you were done. I need this. I'm like this game or Civilization are games that I could just like, oh, just one more round, and I'll do that all night. So having a hard cutoff at 500 is like, I need that or a game won't end. It's kind of like XCOM's nice. Like you get back from a mission, you're back at the base. It's like, okay, I'll stop for the night. Games like this, I'll be like, oh god, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I gotta stop. So we're only gonna go because otherwise this video series and me playing this game would just go on forever. So randomize the seed and let's start the game. Now there is an intro video. I don't think the audio of it is mixed all that well, and I'm not sure if it's even connected to the sliders. Like I've fiddled with the sliders a bit, but the dialogue is a little quiet compared to the music. We'll watch it anyway.
While the sun scorched the harsh surface of Slaw, the Sakkra Brood multiplied in their underground caverns. It was not long before even the largest grottos and the deepest ravines were crowded with their ever-increasing numbers, and food became a precious commodity. With greater numbers of mouths to feed, brood now pours out from their caves to the stars in search of new dens for its families.
Big boss has summoned Stego, yes? This lackey serves the hierarch of the Sakkra, yes? His eyes wide open watching, his brain thinking for bits of stuff to know. Inquire away, hierarch, your lackey helps.
Okay, so we currently have a fleet. Okay, shut up. We currently have a fleet of 3 ships, 2 scouts, and a frigate. The frigate's kind of for defense, and the scouts are for just scouting. They're not even armed. So I'm going to put this guy on Auto Explore. We'll go check out. Ooh, we got another planet. Ooh, a gas giant. Now, right now, that gas giant, it doesn't do nothing for us. It's just kind of sitting there. We could build, like, gas harvesters, which would give us a bit more money, but eventually we'll be able to do gas giant compression. And we'll be able to compress all that gas down into a usable planet that we can inhabit, and it'll be gigantic, and that's a good place for us because we have just a crap ton of people. Set him on Auto Explore to head over to Dauphin. The frigate, I'm just gonna have guard the home base for now, and we can choose our research.
Tell these brainers what stew they should be brewing, big boss.
Now, every raise comes with somebody like him. I guess his name is Stego. They get a little obnoxious because they're just, like, the voice acting is good, and I think they're animated really well, but they just don't have enough lines, and it gets kind of repetitive. Let's take a look at the tech tree. We started with biology. Why is it not? There we go. This gives us access to a hydroponic farm for more food, and biospheres, which is a little bit of food and research. I want to go into the biotechnology tree, so the first game I played, I was the Bulrathi, and I wanted to try to take over the galaxy, but I wanted all the races intact, so I took them over like with ground victories and kept the population intact, so it was like some sort of like benevolent dictator. This one is lizard people or bust, so what I really want out of biotechnology, well, the cloning centers are great, population growth. Well, population growth minus 25%, what that means is the threshold before your population goes up is brought down 25%. Ours is already down a bit just by being Sakkra. That's really good for us. What I really want here is the death spores. It's a biological bomb, and it wipes out the population while leaving the structures intact. But I'm not going to go for this just yet because it's so far out there being tier 2. 33, long way away. We're going to go for the automated factory, because this will increase our production, and we need production so that we can build things like our hydroponic farm and our biospheres.
Oh, big boss.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, sick of you already.
Hastily hierarch, be all ears.
Now, our first colony ship is ready, so we can establish another colony somewhere else, but I don't really know where I could send anybody yet. You're supposed to be auto-exploring. Go auto-explore. Don't auto-explore there. What a jerk. Go. Well, I guess there's no planets over that way. What's the galaxy look like? Where are we at? We're here. And this is this circle there. That's all the stars in the galaxy that we're fighting over right now. But I guess I really probably don't want to go there after all. How do I get here? Okay, I could probably get here from here, I'm guessing. Yeah, alright. Fleet B. I want you to go here. There we go. Alright, we can also choose production. We got stuff we can build on slot. We just finished building the colony ship. So, now, here's our population. We've got 7 population units, and I've got 2 of them researching, 2 of them making food, and 3 of them producing stuff. Food is how your population grows, and I could move them around, like that, if I wanted to adjust. Like if I wanted a lot of food, a lot of population growth, I could do that. But that's a pretty good spread for our home planet. We're going to get started on the hydroponic farm for, you know what, no, we're going to do the biospheres. It's only 1 food, but it's also 1 research, and this early, if it only takes like 6 rounds to research something, plus 1 research, if I'm only producing 2, that's a lot of research. So we'll start on that, and hit next turn. And these first few turns, there's nothing really going on, we're just sort of... What? Okay, what do you mean before getting into combat? Oh, okay, we've got pirates coming from here. Okay. Now, these pirates aren't particularly deadly, but our scouts are completely unarmed, so he will be able to kill our scouts. I'm going to take our frigate, and I'm going to move him... Hey, so I'm going to take our frigate, move him there, I guess, for now. Fleet needs orders. This poor colony ship. I could just... just count on that being a good planet and send him out there, or count on that, send him out there. I want to actually get these scouts here and like survey each of those planets before I... And I'm kind of wasting time with this colony ship right now, I know that, but I really want to see what we've got available to us. You go here.
This bit will put Big Boss to thinking.
Oh, we got an anomaly too. Interesting. What's this? It's a large planet. It's radiated, so this is no good to us yet. Eventually we'll be able to shield that planet from the radiation, and it'll be a really good planet for us, being that big and that rich. Lots of production with a rich planet. So the biome, which is only rated at 1, it's irradiated, that's linked to how much food a planet produces. The mineral rating is how much production it produces. The size is how much population it can hold, and then gravity. We want normal gravity as Sakkra. I'm actually going to have this guy head towards the anomaly next. I'm going to get our scout out of this system, because I'm pretty sure he's going to come for us. And if he does get all the way here, we have a... Manage structures. We have a spaceport here. The starbase, it has defenses. So the planet is not defenseless, even though there's no ships there except for the colony ship. So that's good news for us. And I'll survey this planet later. Next turn, we're going to pass him.
The brainers are over and done with this new thing.
Alright, we got a neutron blaster. That's a good upgrade for our frigate. And this automated factory will help us produce more stuff. We're going to go into government next. We're going to get this whole first tier out before we move on to the next tier. But government, this will give us a research laboratory and this government support facility, which is important for colony morale. If colony morale gets too low, you'll have guys like sitting around on their butts on strike. So keeping colony morale up is important. Down here, we're going to get a destroyer, a bigger hull, and anti-missile rockets. These are both, actually I don't really use the anti-missile rockets too much. The destroyer is alright. It's alright. We need it so we can drop these death spores, but these death spores are still a long way off, so that can wait. We'll just head into government next.
Arriving at the anomaly, your fleet spots an abandoned container filled with rare minerals floating unguarded in open space. You tell yourself some smuggler on the run must have jettisoned their cargo. Nobody is around to claim it, so you add it to your treasury without a second thought.
99 space bucks. That's a pretty good find. I'm happy with that.
Let me hint you.
So now we're going to get started on that automated factory from earlier. Build that. And, actually, let's get our population up. That's important. Well, actually, while you're here, you can scout too. This is medium, arid, abundant. Gosh, that's not a great planet either. But it's close and it's good enough, so we're probably going to take that one. Orcus Prime, or Obacus Prime, don't want that. 2 turns. Is he going to run into... These guys should pass each other, right? Maybe not. I'll have to wait. Oh, you know what? No. These guys should be good. I'm going to park him here because the pirates are coming from this point. So if I put him on guard there, he'll be able to intercept him. Who needs orders? You need orders. You're not on auto explorer anymore. Medium, Terran, ultra poor, but it has gems. So the production of here is going to be bad. The gems brings it up. Oh no, it's a credit boost. So this will be a rich planet. We'll get a lot of credits out of this, but not a lot of production. So I don't know. This one's on the list to do, but I'm not excited about it. I guess we'll head down here next. Okay, not a lot of good planets for us to try to colonize yet. What's he doing there? Guard, you're fine there. You can go on auto explore. Actually, I guess I want you to go, well, you know, I'll just put you on auto explore. Go wherever you want. You're the boss, buddy. Ursa has been discovered. Ursa, here, this is where the Bulrathi live. So, I have made contact with them pretty quickly.
I am the Emperor of the Bulrathi. If you wish to keep your flea-bitten pelt on your back, you give my kindred a wide berth.
What a dick. He didn't have to introduce himself like that.
Greetings, friend. I am the President of the Human Republic. May the cooperation between our races be ever fruitful.
Wow, that was really fast. Made contact with 2 dudes, like, right off the bat.
Big boss to thinking.
What have we just... Oh, an electromagnetic disturbance. That is this. We have a colony there. Our scanners aren't very good yet, so we get things like electromagnetic disturbance. That's their planet. They have a colony ship already. Or, well, no, that's their colony ship. They still haven't used it yet. I really don't want them to go get this planet. I want that planet. Oh, the gravity's low, though. God, what a bummer. Man, all the planets in this area just kind of suck. Huh. That's bad news for us.
I'm done with this new.
Okay. Got that done. We'll get our engineering done next. Next turn. The humans are right there, too. Alright. What is he yelling about? I guess, oh, our population has grown. Okay, that's good. That's good. We'll keep it. No, let's get our population up higher.
Look at here, look.
Oh, it's put you on auto explore again. They're already, wow, they've already got a space factory up and running, building a star base there. And we can colonize this world. Abundant minerals. We can make decent use of this planet. We're going to get them started on an automated factory. Thanks, I just did that. Are you? You should be auto-exploring. There we go. What's that look like? Pharma's Prime. Small, Terran, poor. It's got gold. Gold is another thing that'll increase the like wealth of the planet. If there's no planets here, where is that dick coming from? Maybe there's a... Maybe this system. He's coming up through there, that way. That would make sense. Okay, next turn.
Welcome to GNN, Galactic News Network.
You are tuned to GNN, the only network that tells you what you need to know. Bringing it to you live.
Galactic News Network, the galaxy's most reputable news source.
Okay, this is the Galactic News Network. They keep you updated like every 10 rounds or so. They'll butt in and tell you something interesting going on in the galaxy. Now, I like how they're done, like the stilted robotic talk, because like if they want to add a new race to the game, they'd be like, you know, do they just do Bulrathi Empire? And they don't have to record a whole bunch of dialogue. So them being stilted like that, it essentially saves them a bunch of voice acting work, and it's a pretty interesting cost-cutting tool. Good for them.
The are over and done with this new thing.
Got our destroyer, next larger hull size from our frigate. We got anti-missile rockets, not too excited about them. Take a look at the tech tree. We might... Oh, cloning center. We're definitely going for biotechnology next for the cloning center. We also want these death spores. We'll see which race pisses me off the most in the next few rounds. Whether I go wipe out the Bulrathi or the humans. I haven't actually found the human homeworld yet, so... Probably end up being the Bulrathi first. Are you... Okay, he is auto-exploring. He's just... Where are you going? Why are you going back? What are you... Go here. Don't be such a jerk. Gosh, what is this? Medium, toxic, rich. It only holds 4 people, even though it's medium, because it's toxic. Eventually we'll be able to wipe the toxic property away with a little bit of terraforming. And it being rich and medium, that's a pretty decent little world there. Now its gravity's low, that's less good. We won't be able to do anything about a planet's gravity for quite a long time, so... Let's get started on the hydroponic farms. Population's pumping up pretty good. That's good. The other good thing about the Bulrathi is their home planet should be... Yeah, it's rich. They have a rich home planet. So that would be good for us. We might go wipe the Bulrathi out. We'll see what happens. We got 2 planets here and an asteroid belt. Asteroid belts can be mined for more wealth, or you can compress them into a planet too. Yeah, eventually when we get gas giant compression, this will be a halfway decent cluster of planets, because any planet in a system together can all end up sharing their production value if you build everything up right. So having a couple of, like, this is going to be abundant when we compress it, and large. This is going to be a rich planet, this one's abundant, this one's poor, but all 4 of these working together, they'll be able to churn out ships really fast. So, big planet like that's pretty good to have. Dolphin Prime. Okay, those guys are doing okay. I think the next place we are going to head towards... Yeah, both of those planets kind of suck. Yeah, I can't do anything about an irradiated planet yet. I guess we might as well get into Abacus, because we could also set up a asteroid mine until we can compress a planet. So, this place is probably next on the list. I'm just not happy. I'm just not excited about it. Probably be a while before I build another colony ship. These guys are still churning out. Okay, it's fine. Got a lot of clustered planets. This one will be another good one for ship production eventually, too. Where are these damn pirates coming from? Small swamp. Now, swamps we can turn into tropical planets. So, this isn't so bad, even though it's small. It only holds 7. We'll be able to hold more eventually anyway. We got this gas giant we can hit up in that area, too. We'll probably hit that cluster as well. This might be the Terran homeworld.
Boss, thinking hurts my noggin.
Okay. Empire. Do we have anybody striking? Okay, normally they say stuff because... Well, normally they bring up taxes because somebody's striking. And you could... If I check my tax rate all up to 5, we'll put this guy on strike. Shut up. I'm explaining stuff. I don't need you to explain stuff. I'm explaining stuff. I take this back down to like 3. Everybody's comfortable with 3 so far. These other colonies, they tend to have a lower morale than your home world. So eventually when this population gets big enough, we'll start to get guys on strike with only 3 BC per pop. But for now, it's fine. Taxes are important. They keep the empire running. Next pop. Nothing to be produced. Let's do the research laboratory. And I think I'm going to even this out now. Got 9 pop. That's pretty good. Alright, next turn. Once that research lab is done, I'm going to move on to something else. Get food produced. I'm going to let the automated factory we just built essentially produce this for us. It's going to take a long time. But in 7 rounds, I'll have another dude. And that's more important for me. More important to me right now is getting that planet's population up. What are those guys even doing? Doles too. So the humans are here. That's a swamp. Well, sorry humans. I'm going to take that from you. I don't really care about the rest of this so far, from the looks of things. Okay. Alright, what can we produce here? All done with producing normal stuff. 9 rounds. I want another colony ship. I'll get on it like that. We can fall a little bit behind on technology
a little
now.
Barter will help both our races thrive, don't you think?
I will accept this proposition. We're about to share each other's star charts. I'll accept that because I want to see what they've... So there's Dulce too. Okay, so they like revealed this stuff to me. This is good. Sol. This is the human homeworld. Sol Prime. Medium, abundant, gold. Got a gas giant. This system. Once I can compress gas giants, this is going to be another really good ship production system. This one looks promising. Small, abundant, gold. Small tundra poor. Look, this one's not all that great. Okay, things are looking up. You know what? I'm getting sick of these guys' crap. Go guard here. When they go through, again, blast them to bits.
The brainers are over and done with this new thing.
Alright, cloning center's done. Death spores are done. We want cloning centers. Stat. View tech tree. Now, we want to get our civil transport. Hey, my cat is like attacking a bug in the blinds. She's going crazy right now. I don't know what's wrong with her. Sorry if you guys can hear that. Okay, but these civil transports let you take 1 unit of population to another planet that's already been colonized. So it's just a transport, not a whole colony ship that has the stuff you need to build a colony, just dudes. So they're much cheaper to produce, and they help us leverage our fast population growth. So I think I want to go for this next. Also, fungal farms. They're a good source of food on like planets that don't have good sources of food on their own. I don't think there's anything else here that's all that important to me, so we're going to go for this one next. Yeah, we want the civil transports done. Pilot, if you don't stop breaking the blinds, I'm going to have to choke you. You want me to choke you, Pilot? Be a good kitty cat. I'm not actually going to choke my cat. I just have a bad sense of humor is all. Krakena.
The Sky Lord of the Alkari greets you, Wanderer. I trust you have the wisdom to coexist with us.
These guys are pretty good pilots, but I'm not particularly scared of them. So, well, that's all I've got to say about that. Gosh, the Cylons, too.
Nice to meet you. This is the controller of the Cylon Quanta. I am certain we have much to learn from each other.
The Cylons are very good at research, so it's easy to get ahead of the game with the Cylons. That's why I haven't played the Cylons since I started playing Master of Orion, because I would say they're the easiest race, but they're pretty much the easiest race. Not as easy as they used to be. They used to be super powerful in how they researched. Now, not so much. I should probably talk about that. The next time the research comes up, I'll talk about that. They changed the way the tech tree works.
GNN, Galactic News Network.
Research at a Sakkra colony was set back by half thanks to a previously undiscovered computer virus.
Well, shit. Well, shit. Alright, let's kill these guys. I will go into tactical. So there's tactical and there's simulate. Simulate just sort of runs the numbers and inflicts casualties regardless. Now there's 5 of these guys, but they got pea shooters, so I should be able to roll right over them with my frigate. I'm going to go into tactical. And this used to be like a turn-based game where you kind of move your guys around and shoot at them. Now it's kind of real-timey, but I don't know. Like, your tactical decisions always mattered in Master of Orion, sort of, but really it was generally who's got the biggest, most technologically advanced fleet. And if people had kind of well-matched fleets, yeah, whoever's the best tactician might win. When we're just shooting up the asteroid. Take that, asteroid! There we go. Yeah. I should be able to just mow these guys down. Hypothetically, if I can shoot straight. Anyway, it was generally whoever had the biggest fleet won. And that's essentially what happens now. Like, I'm not freaking out trying to control this in any way, shape, or form, because it doesn't really matter for this fight. It doesn't really matter for most fights. It is cool to watch, though. And I do like how cool it is to watch. And that's an improvement. And that's one of the reasons why I'm really hoping this game turns out pretty good, because of how cool some of these space battles can be. Here, not so much. They're just flying in circles. Why am I not shooting back? Are they, like, outmaneuvering me? Yeah, there we go. Maybe I do need to intervene because my pilot was stupid. That happens. Sometimes pilots are stupid. Pilot's the name of my cat. She's stupid. She's still at the blinds. It's a bug, Pilot. It doesn't even taste good. I promise it doesn't taste good. Just leave it alone. Okay. So, wiped all those guys out with my superior lizard person technology. Outstanding.